What is chiropractic? My name is Daniel Keadle, and I'm going to tell you in this video. Hey, what's up guys? This is Daniel. I am currently a 13th quarter chiropractic student at Life University in Marietta, Georgia. Right in the middle of my residency to complete my degree. In September, I'm going to be graduating, moving back home to North Carolina to partner in a practice there. So I wanted to take a minute to kind of introduce what chiropractic is to you guys. It's very important to me. Everything that I'm kind of about and what I want to do and what I want to teach revolves around that. So chiropractic was created in the late 1800s, early 1900s by a man named D.D. Palmer. Now originally his thought was that correcting the spine could help him treat different symptoms. There's all kinds of different stories about the first adjustment, but what we know is that once he started to look at these patients and look at their symptoms, and he would basically feel down their spine and feel for where he felt a bone was out of place, and he would use a high velocity, low amplitude thrust to try to push that bone back into place again, and he was seeing great success with all kinds of patients with different problems. And then what we started to realize over a period of time was we weren't just hitting the high spots or treating symptoms, but rather what was happening was that as we analyzed the spine, that we were starting to see all kinds of results because of how we were affecting the nervous system. So that's the main point that I want to start with, is what does chiropractic actually do to your body? So the main theory behind chiropractic is that the spine protects the nervous system. Now the nervous system is made up of your brain, your spinal cords, and all the nerves that come out to all the organs in your body. So for all of our organs to be functioning properly, the brain has to be able to communicate with them completely free of any kind of interference. I want to explain to you why that's such an important concept. Now I want you to imagine, we'll use the heart, okay? So the brain is sending a signal from the brain through the spinal cord out of a nerve or bundles of nerves to the heart. Now, if the brain is not communicating with the heart appropriately, it's kind of like wrapping a rubber band around your finger. So if I wrap a rubber band around my finger, what's going to happen to my finger? It's going to start turning purple, it's going to get swollen. Eventually that fingertip is going to literally die and fall off. Now, modern technology, I could go and do a transplant, a finger transplant or a heart transplant, and replace that broken piece with a healthy piece. Now, if I don't go back and take off that rubber band, what's going to happen to the new piece? The same thing as the last one. So back to the original example of the heart or your lungs or whatever other body part. If the brain is not communicating appropriately with that organ or that organ system is going to break down, and it's not going to be able to heal appropriately after it does. Now we can go in and medicate that organ system or replace that organ system, but until we correct the cause of the interference between the brain and that organ system, the same thing is going to keep happening over and over and over and over. So we're kind of going to the next level. The heart's not working well. Why is the heart not working well? Not, well, let's just fix the heart, figure out what's causing the problem. So the spine can go out of place globally or individual bones, and that puts tension on the nervous system and affects how our brain receives and sends signals. So as a chiropractor, it's our job to analyze the spine at a very micro level and at a global level and determine if the spine is in the right position and if it's moving properly, and then to correct those areas through a adjustment, which is the word that we use. Some professions call it a spinal manipulation. In chiropractic, we call it an adjustment, and we call that bone being out of place a subluxation, right there. So we're using an adjustment to correct a subluxation, and what that's doing is it's freeing up tension on the nervous system. Also, what studies are starting to show, and I'm going to link some of them below if you want to check that out, we're starting to see too that not just are we freeing up tension on the nervous system, but we're actually creating input into the brain, which ADHD, Alzheimer's, things like that, these neurological diseases, we can actually have an effect on those because we're putting positive input into the brain, which helps to balance out the sympathetics and the parasympathetics and how the muscles are firing and more and more and more. So that's kind of the core of what chiropractic is us addressing the nervous system through the spine, because the spine is what's protecting the nervous system. The last thing that I want to tell you, I started at the beginning of the video telling you about how kind of everything that I do and want to do and want to teach revolves around chiropractic. So the biggest thing about chiropractic, the kind of main theory that you have to understand is that as chiropractors, we believe that the body has an innate ability to maintain and heal itself. If that wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be worried about the nervous system at all and how the brain was affecting the body. We would just go in and replace organs and treat symptoms like some other professions do. So our belief is that the body is a self-maintaining, self-healing organism. And because of that, it opens up a lot of areas for us to start teaching people about how they can affect their body outside of the adjustment. The chiropractic is always going to be the core for somebody like me, but nutrition is huge, exercise is huge, mental health is huge, because all of these things affect the body. And so if we want to really create a healthy, well person, we can't just address the spine, though that's the primary area that we're focusing on. We need to address their nutrition. How are they eating? How are they exercising? What's your mental health like? The Palmers used to say, remember Dee Dee from the very beginning, they used to say that the big subluxation word, when the spine's not in the right place, is called by thoughts, traumas, and toxins. So we want to correct those subluxations, and then we want to correct the things that are causing the subluxations: thoughts, mental health, traumas. We can't really control that, but we can prepare ourselves for it by being fit and being healthy. And then toxins, which is our nutrition, our water, how the things that we're putting into our bodies. And so out of this chiropractic, kind of philosophy about how the body heals and functions is how I've gotten my passion about health and wellness and vitalism and nutrition and wanting to share all these things with you. So that's my goal going forward. So I hope that this has given you an explanation, at least at a basic level, so you can understand where I'm coming from. If you still have questions, I'm going to link some things down in the comment area to some more detailed stuff about chiropractic. If you have questions, ask me, and I am really, really excited to kind of start creating really cool stuff to share with you guys about chiropractic and nutrition and health and wellness and etc. going forward. Like I said, that's my passion. Again, my name is Daniel Keadle, and I'm here for the long haul. So you guys keep watching out, keep commenting, ask me questions, suggest things that you want to see and hear from me, and I will certainly get back to you. Thanks, guys.